4.3 question number 8. Okay, you can mark this question as important. Any question based on speed, distance, time is very important in quadratic equation, and this is one of the most popular questions that comes as a word problem. Okay, so there is a technique for doing these type of questions. Now what you have to understand here is that always the distance between two places is a constant. Distance never changes. What changes is the speed. Okay, so we are assuming the uniform speed of the train to be x, and as per the question the speed is now increased by 5, so it is now going to be x plus 5, right? So normal speed is x and increased speed is x plus 5. Now when the speeds are increased or decreased, what is changing is the time. So as per the question, due to the increase of speed, what is happening, there is a change of 1 hour. Okay, because when you increase the speed, what happens, the time becomes less. When you are faster in your vehicle, then what happens, you will reach from destination A to B, you are going to reach the place faster. When you are slow, you are going to take more time, right? That's the logic. So you are already aware of this formula, time is equal to distance upon speed. Time is equal to distance upon speed. So time is what? Distance upon speed. So distance is 360, speed is x. So time taken initially was 360 by x. Now what has happened? He has increased the speed. So now the time taken will be 360 upon x plus 5. Okay, so this is t1 and this is t2. So the difference in time is 1 hour. So is it t1 minus t2 or t2 minus t1? That's the biggest confusion that students have. Now always remember, the slow vehicle is going to take more time. So which is slow, x or x plus 5? This is the slow train and this is the increased speed, right? So this is the slow train. So this is going to take more time. If it is going to take more time, that means t1 is greater than t2. So you will get this equation, t1 minus t2 is 1 hour, because the difference in timing is 1 hour. So in the exam, remember, the dimensions will change, but the logic should always be this, t1 minus t2 or t2 minus t1, that difference in timing will be given to you, right? So we will substitute 360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 is 1. Now here you are taking LCM, so this x plus 5 we are multiplying with 360 and this 360 with here. So you are opening the bracket, 360x and 360x cancels because this is plus and this is minus, and then we are cross multiplying and then we are bringing everything to one side. So you are getting this quadratic equation. Now quadratic equation you can do by splitting, or you can also use the quadratic formula. Since you already know how to use the quadratic formula, you can use that. But always it's advisable to find out the factors, because finding out factors is easier. Okay, so 1800 is the product. So I have found out the factors of 1800 here, and I have made two groups such that when I add, I'll get 5. So the factors here was 40 and 45. I have multiplied all this, I got 40. I have multiplied all this, I've got 45. So 45 and 40 when I add, that is plus 45 and minus 40x will give me 5x. So I've got the factors. Now once you get the factors here, you can take common and combine, and then you will get two possible answers. One is negative 45 and one is positive 40. But we know that speed cannot be negative, so this is rejected, and x is 40 will be your final answer. So what will you write here as the final answer? The speed of the train is 40 kilometers per hour.